Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's Russell with Ink and Paper Blog. How are you doing today? I hope you are doing very, very well. Oh, 2018 has started with a lot of rain here in Northern California, so I hope, well, my part of Northern California. I hope you guys are all reading and enjoying the year and getting some of those new books that break 2018 open for you. I am actually having a very, very slow start to my 2018 reading. I'm only on my second book, 8 days in, which is abnormal for me, but I'm not stressing out about it. I'm coming to you today to do my 2018 reading aspirations video. Also, I got some questions about my reading habits, so I'm definitely going to talk about that a little bit. And at the end of the video, I'm going to have a giveaway to just kind of celebrate 2018, and I'll tell you guys more about that at the end. So, in 2017, I set a goal on Goodreads to read 70 books, and I wound up reading 97. So I felt that I did way better than I thought I would, and I was super happy with that. But I'm not going to go crazy in 2018. I'm not going to try to read 100 books. Because then I'll only be putting stress on myself. So I'm just raising my goal to 75. So 5 more books than I hoped to read last year. If I beat it, fantastic. If I don't, well, it is what it is. But I definitely want to challenge myself to do a little bit more than I thought I could do last year. So that is my reading goal. I'm not starting very quickly. So we'll see how it goes in the long run. Also, I think 2018 is going to be a year where I continue to diversify my reading. I feel like in 2017, I was really blessed to read amazing books. And if you guys notice, my top 10 books or 11 books of 2017 that came out in 2017 were all by women. And they were just all different types of women from different walks of life. My favorite backlist book was also by a woman. So I really felt that in that sort of vein of experiencing different things and reading different authors, I was super lucky to experience amazing, amazing novels. So I'm going to keep that going this year and really try to focus on different groups of people that I don't know anything about that are writing books that I really should be reading. And I don't know what that's going to entail, but I really am excited about that. I am going to participate. So let me start this again. So my friend Denise over at Art Books Live, she has a YouTube channel, I will link it down below, is doing something this year which she's calling the Blackout, where she is reading only novels by African American authors for the entire year. And she's sort of kind of been preparing herself for that all through the end of 2017. It's been very impressive. And I want to participate. I won't participate for the entire year. There's just too many other books out there that I want to read. But there's a lot of African American literature that I haven't read. So I am going to participate in February with one caveat. I'm going to participate in the Blackout. I'm only going to read African American authors in the month of February, except for the Around the World in 1,000 Pages book club, because we will be moving on to Asia, so I'll be reading that one novel from Korea. But in that vein, also, DiDi over at Brown Girl Reading is doing a read-along throughout February, and I will link DiDi's channel down below. She is fantastic. DiDi is... she lives in France, and she just has so much spunk, and I just adore her. And she's going to be doing a read-along throughout February of Toni Morrison's novel, Tar Baby, which is one of the few Toni Morrison novels that I haven't read. So I'm going to also jump on that bandwagon and do that read-along. Oh my goodness, sorry. London is in here. He's still recovering, and he's having quite a rough time right now. I don't know what he wants to do. So I'm going to do both of those things in February. I am going to continue to run. For the first 6 months, I have all of the books selected for the Around the World in 1,000 Pages book club. I'm super excited about it. The response to The Changeling by Victor Lavalle has been fantastic. I will, as always, my Goodreads page is linked below if you would like to join. People are commenting, they're reading, they're really enjoying the novel, which is super, super exciting. I'm super excited to do this journey with you guys. I'm also ready to do another 6 months at the end of the year. I have the books picked out, so I'm hoping that if you guys like it enough, I'll continue to do that through the rest of the year. I am also going to try to get my blog up and running again. I really took a break towards the end of the year where I just didn't find the time to do the writing that I was doing that started this whole adventure for me. So I'm really going to try to focus on getting stuff out and content out on my blog every month or every week so that starts sort of going again. Diversifying my reading horizons. I'm going to try to read genres that I normally don't read. I'm going to try to read horror. I'm going to try to read some more science fiction, some more fantasy novels. I'm going to go into YA. I struggle with YA normally as a tone issue, but I really think there's a lot of amazing YA and science fiction and horror out there that I really should be reading, that I'm going to try to expand my horizons. I don't know what that means or how that's going to work, but it's out there. It's a thought I have in my head. So that's kind of how I'm looking at 2018. I'm super excited about it. I had an amazing 2017 reading year and experiences. I met so many amazing authors, read so many amazing books, made so many amazing friends on BookTube. I don't know if 2018 can blow it out of the water, but I'm going to try to make it as exciting as possible. Transition. I had some questions on one of my last videos regarding sort of my bookish habits and how I find time to read and all of that kind of stuff. So I'll kind of tell you guys, I'm a pretty structured person. So I schedule my reading pretty regularly. It starts every morning. I get up at 5 o'clock every single morning and I walk my dogs for about 45 minutes. I bring them inside and feed them, feed the cats, and then I read for 20 to 25 minutes every morning before I get in the shower, before I start my getting ready for work. So I do that every day. So I get that 30 minutes-ish done every day. And then I read for the 30-minute lunch that I take every day at work. I just go, I get my lunch, I sit down, I open my book, and I read. So I get about an hour that way. And then I usually read before bed. It may be, I'm a bath person, I may take a bath and read for 45 minutes for an hour, and then I get in bed and read for probably another 30 minutes. Sometimes I just go to bed and read. So every day I sort of allocate about 2 hours to reading. My goal is always to read at least 50 pages to 100 pages every single day. That's what I try to do to keep myself sort of on track to get through books. And I find that if I just say, okay, your goal is to read 50 pages, I usually beat it. I can usually beat it. Sometimes life gets in the way and I can't. You know, I have 3 dogs, 2 cats. I have a husband. We have a life. And sometimes I read 2 pages. Sometimes I don't read anything in a day. I don't let it stress me out. You guys know, per a video I did earlier, I have a bookmark ritual where I keep the bookmark in the front half of the book until I reach halfway. I automatically always know where halfway is in every book I'm reading because I do it the minute I open it. And the minute I hit the halfway page, the bookmark then goes to the back of the book. It signifies for me that I'm headed towards the end. Does that make sense? And that's always psychologically. I've done that since I was very little, and it's psychologically sort of kept the pace rolling, kept that train going down the tracks. I used to never, you guys will believe this, until probably 3 years ago, I would never DNF a book. I finished everything I started. And nowadays, well, clearly, I'm not Sean the book maniac who DNFs consistently. It's amazing. I'm not that person, but I definitely now, my aunt, my favorite reading aunt, gives a book 100 pages, and that's my goal too. If I get to a page 100 of a novel and I'm just not digging it and I don't care, I will put it down because I have hundreds of books behind me that need to be read, and I don't need to force myself to do it. But that has taken 38 years to get to that point. And last year, if I DNF'd like 2 books in a month, I felt like I was a failure. So this year I'm going to try to be a little bit more lenient with myself, and if I'm just not loving something, go ahead and walk away. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. The other thing that I am going to be doing this year is I am going to make a point to give a book to someone I don't know every month. A stranger. I'm just going to start trying to give out books to people to spread reading around. I've just found that books have really been a savior for myself in this time that we live in. And so I really want to sort of spread the love of books. And you know, that's what I'm going to do. So that is sort of my 2018 aspirations, some of my reading habits, and yeah, I liked it. I hope you guys liked it too. What's my giveaway? Well, here's the question you have to answer in the comments below, and then I'll tell you the books. I want to know what your 2018 aspirations are. What do you think you're going to do with your reading life, and do you think you can actually accomplish it? Put that down. The giveaway will be available to anyone in the world. You know I'm willing to send anything anywhere. I've sent the first book to Lindsay over in England, and then I've had a couple of U.S. winners. I do it by that random. I just put the names in, and someone randomly picks them out. Usually my husband just reaches in and pulls something out of a pot. So that's how I do it. What are you going to win? So first, I have a signed copy. A signed copy of Sarah Schmidt's novel, See What I Have Done. I saw Sarah Schmidt in San Francisco a few months ago. This is her novel about Lizzie Borden, and it is signed, so you guys can see that. So that will be one book. Maybe I'll have, no, I'm going to have one person win both books. And then tomorrow, beyond all excitement, I am going to see Chloe Benjamin, who wrote The Immortalist. The book comes out tomorrow, and I will get a signed copy. And in that signed copy will be the second book that you guys can win. So you'll win a copy of The Immortalists and a copy of See What I Have Done, both signed by the author. Again, the question is, what are your 2018 aspirations, and do you think you can actually reach them? Let's leave this open for 2 weeks from today, so that will be the 15th plus 7 is the 22nd, so it will close on January 22nd, and I will make the announcement during that following week. Please, I want to know, what are you guys doing? What are your aspirations? What are your reading habits? Let's share everything down below. As always, thank you so much. If you are a return subscriber, I really appreciate it. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe. And if you like what you see, welcome. As always, happy reading. Until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye.